Today, everyone's searching one name, Labubu. But what is it? A tiny monster with sharp teeth? A $15 toy causing overnight lines? And why are celebrities like Lisa from Blackpink carrying it everywhere? Here's the thing that'll blow your mind. People are camping outside stores for days. Not for the latest iPhone, not for concert tickets, for a small, slightly creepy toy that you can't even choose. You buy it blind. You don't know what you're getting. And somehow, that's exactly why everyone wants it. Let's unpack the craze that's taking over the world. Labubu has been called a lot of things. Adorable, creepy, slightly sinister. The stuff of nightmares. It's small, toothy, and looks like what would happen if a bunny had a fever dream. Standing about 6 inches tall with oversized ears, tiny arms, and a mouth full of sharp little teeth. But don't let that fool you. This isn't some underground art project. Labubu is manufactured by Pop Mart, a Hong Kong-based toy company that's turned collectible figures into a billion-dollar business. These toys retail anywhere from $15 to $50, depending on the size and rarity. Here's the catch. They're sold in blind boxes. You walk into a store, you pay your money, but you have no idea which version you're getting until you rip open the package. It's like a lottery ticket, but instead of cash, you might win a glow-in-the-dark Labubu, or a limited edition one worth hundreds on the resale market. That's right. Some of these $15 toys are being flipped for $300 or more online. And somehow that unpredictability has turned into a global obsession. But Labubu wasn't always a household name. In fact, most people had never heard of it until April 2024. That's when everything changed. Lisa from Blackpink, one of the biggest K-pop stars on the planet with over 100 million Instagram followers, posted a simple story. She was carrying her designer bag and hanging from it was a tiny Labubu keychain. One Instagram story, one bag charm, and suddenly a niche collectible became a global phenomenon. But Lisa didn't stop there. She started decorating her $30,000 Hermes Birkin bags with multiple Labubu keychains. She filmed herself opening blind boxes like it was Christmas morning. She called collecting them her secret obsession. And when someone with Lisa's influence speaks, the world listens. Within weeks, Labubu sales exploded across Southeast Asia. Pop Mart stores reported lines stretching around city blocks. Online retailers couldn't keep them in stock. But here's what's really wild. Lisa wasn't paid to promote these toys. This wasn't a sponsored partnership. She genuinely became obsessed with collecting them, and her genuine enthusiasm was more powerful than any marketing campaign could ever be. That authentic celebrity endorsement turned a quirky collectible into the must-have accessory of 2024. By late 2024, Labubu had spread far beyond Asia. But in 2025, something even bigger happened. The numbers are staggering. From January to May 2025, social media mentions were up 76%, and engagement jumped 137% compared to the same period the year before. But those are just statistics. Here's what that looks like in real life. In Singapore, people camped outside Pop Mart stores for 3 days straight just to get the latest limited edition release. We're talking sleeping bags, portable chairs, and food deliveries to people waiting in line. In Los Angeles, a Pop Mart store opening created such a frenzy that mall security had to set up barriers. The entire stock sold out in under 2 hours. In London, teenagers are skipping school to hunt for rare Labubus in specialty toy stores across the city. And it's not just physical stores. Online, the secondary market has exploded. Rare Labubus that originally cost $20 are selling for $500 or more on platforms like eBay and Depop. There are entire Facebook groups dedicated to Labubu trading, with tens of thousands of members swapping, selling, and hunting for specific versions. Some collectors have spent thousands of dollars building their collections. We're talking about people who own 50, 100, even 200 different Labubus. It's not just a toy anymore. It's become a legitimate investment category. So why are grown adults obsessing over a slightly creepy toy? Why are people spending their rent money on blind boxes? First, there's the celebrity effect. When Lisa carries a Labubu, her 100 million followers don't just notice, they want to be like her. It's aspirational consumption at its finest. Second, there's artificial scarcity. Pop Mart deliberately produces limited quantities, creating that get it now or miss out forever mentality. Classic supply and demand psychology. Third, there's the gambling element. Every blind box is a gamble. You might get something common worth $15, or you might hit the jackpot with a rare variant worth hundreds. That dopamine hit from the unknown keeps people coming back. Fourth, there's social proof. When you see everyone on social media unboxing wearing Labubus, showing off their collections, and getting likes and comments. You want in on that community. But there's something deeper happening here. Labubu represents something bigger than just collecting toys. In a world where everything feels uncertain, where young people are dealing with economic anxiety and social pressures, there's something comforting about collecting something small, manageable, and cute. It's retail therapy meets digital community meets investment strategy. The real question isn't what is Labubu, it's what void is this filling in people's lives? And how did a $15 mystery toy become the ultimate status symbol and coping mechanism of 2025? But not everyone's celebrating the Labubu craze. Critics point out that this is just manufactured consumerism at its worst. Companies creating artificial demand for products that serve no real purpose beyond feeding our dopamine addiction. There are reports of people going into debt to fund their Labubu collections, students using their tuition money to buy blind boxes, parents fighting in stores over limited edition releases. Some psychologists are calling it a form of gambling addiction, disguised as cute collectibles. And there's the environmental impact. These are plastic toys, mass-produced and shipped globally, often ending up forgotten in drawers after the initial excitement wears off. So while Labubu might seem harmless, it's tapping into some very real psychological and social issues that go way deeper than just toy collecting. One thing's clear, Labubu isn't just a toy. It's a mirror reflecting our desires, anxieties, and the power of social media influence. And the fact that people are camping overnight for a blind box purchase might say more about what we're all searching for than what we're actually buying. If you want more breakdowns on the trends taking over the world and the psychology behind why we fall for them, subscribe. Because what goes viral always has a deeper, more complex story lurking underneath.